I am approaching 3 months post-surgery. So I'm pretty much at the point now where what I'm doing and what I'm focusing on is slowly returning back to my normal life. There are 2 things that have identified that I am in that phase of my recovery. The first thing is I'm allowed to walk the dog now. I have to take my time, I have to be careful, I keep it under a mile, but I'm allowed to walk the dog now, and I do it without a knee brace. So that's pretty amazing. The second thing that lets me know that that is the phase of my recovery that I'm at is today at physical therapy. Your boy held a weight while doing Romanian deadlifts. That's right, single leg Romanian deadlifts even on my right leg. So I am definitely at the phase of my recovery where it is time to start integrating some of the more regular things into my life. And one of those things is getting back into lifting weights so that I can get back into the gym. So right next to me, in a position where I do not have to get up, I have a few weights. I have a 17.6 pound kettlebell. I'll be using that today. And then I also have another kettlebell that is 35.3 pounds. And then the last thing that I have is 10-pound dumbbells. So some of the videos you're going to be seeing coming out of my side of the channel are going to be videos where I am lifting these weights, talking to the camera, and giving updates on my recovery, as well as doing the same exact thing, except on the stationary bike. I'm going to do probably 3 exercises today, 3 sets of 10 on all of them, and I'm going to call it right there because we are just simply easing back into this and there's no need to stress anything out. So yeah, I'm super excited. This is incredible. I mean, this is what I've been working towards, you know? I've been working towards getting to a point where I can then work towards getting back to normal life. It is a long process, you know, you end up having something happen in your life. For me, it was tearing my ACL and my meniscus at the same time. For you, it might be something else. You never know what it might be. But no matter what it is, you're gonna have something in life that just pushes you back, that makes you hit that pause button. All those goals you had, all those plans you thought you were going to make look a lot different now. And that's okay, that happens to everybody. So if you're in this position right now, just know you're not alone. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with my shoulders. I'm gonna grab these 10-pound dumbbells. I'm gonna go right into some lateral raises. The reason why I want to get back onto this is because March 25th is when my gym membership starts up again. So I wanna be able to get back into that gym and get back to lifting weights as soon as possible after that. I do know that for the most part, when I go back into the gym in March, I will more than likely be doing a lot of machines and a lot of seated work, which is totally fine. But today, we officially started lifting weights on the knee, which is amazing. I do go back to doing one of my favorite jobs that I do, which is doing a wedding DJing. I have a lot of fun doing the job. I love public speaking, so it felt like a really good fit. Plus, my fiance is very heavily involved in that company as well. Yeah, I'm super excited to be getting back into that, start working with that company again. That's gonna be fantastic. And then the next thing from there is getting back into another little side hustle, I'll call it, you know, because the DJing is a side hustle. This is my main focus. This is my career path, is this YouTube channel, talking to you. Then I have another side hustle. And then I have a third side hustle too that will come up further into the nicer time of year. Today was a really big day because it was the first day in working towards the rest of that. It really was, because I lifted weights today. I lifted weights on a knee that I've been restricted by. I recently started driving again, very short distances, like to and from PT is pretty much it. And that's about a 10-minute drive. Outside of that, it gets pretty painful to be in the car. So we're still working on that as well. But yeah, today with the lifting of the weights was my first sign of like, wow, we are really moving forward with this. We are getting to the light at the end of the tunnel. I still have a very long way to go. You know, I do understand that. My knee's been doing really good. It's getting really strong. I have a lot of awesome exercises that I do at home. We took away some of the simple exercises like the heel slides and stuff like that. Some of them I'll still do, like the leg raises, I still think are super important, so I still do those. A lot of what I'm doing at home is like squatting and something called reaching too. If you've ever done like single leg training, then you've probably done reaching before. Doing that, doing the single leg RDLs, and we're adding new stuff all the time. Step downs, step ups, things like that. That's really what we're working on right now. That's what I would have recorded today, but I had such a big day at PT. We did all the hard exercises today that I am sore and my knee is tired. So I figured, let me just do this. Ooh, So yeah, this is literally 17.6 pounds. If you told me that that was 50 pounds, I'd believe you. You know, I definitely lost a lot of strength. I've also lost weight. Hey, we're on a good trajectory health-wise. It's just about staying focused on it and staying consistent, staying dedicated, disciplined, all of those fun action words. And this right here, this relationship between you, the viewer, and I, the creator, it's going to help me keep that going. It's going to help me keep it all together, stay focused, stay dedicated, stay motivated, and stay disciplined to continuously better myself. You know, because I've always been really obsessed with like numbers on a scale and hitting a certain weight. But this time around, I just want to build healthy habits for the rest of my life. You know, like a lot of people do diets and stuff and they're like, yeah, you know, you get one cheat day a week, whatever. You know, what I want to do for the rest of my life is make sure I'm eating an appropriate amount of calories each day, not overeating, and then enjoying any food that I want, all the foods that I want, whatever I want. And just making sure it's all done within moderation. Last night that happened. My fiance Mandy and I, we were celebrating Valentine's Day. And towards the end of the night, it was like 10:30, something like that. I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm hungry or if I'm just like feeling snacky right now. And she was like, you're not hungry. We had dinner, you know, you're just feeling a little snacky, have one light snack. So I did, I grabbed a little snack. I didn't eat like over 100 calories. You know, I didn't have like a meal or anything like my body may have been craving. It wasn't even my body, it was my mind. It was my mind that was craving it. We were having a few drinks, you know, having a little fun. So when you're in those scenarios, you know, what's going to help you get through them is not being on a diet. What's going to help you get through those scenarios and those situations, being dedicated to a healthy lifestyle, which is what I want to do here. You know, this channel is all about showing you, the viewer, how two people can take their lifestyle of being kind of lazy, being kind of chubby, and turning it into one where they're fit and successful. And you know, we're not out here trying to get absolutely shredded. We want to be jacked in our own terms, but everyone has their own idea of what jacked is. For me, jacked is, you know, a muscular chest, shoulders, some good arms, nice size in my legs, overall just being stronger than the average person. Abs, don't really care about, you know, don't really care about abs. As long as my core is strong, it's stable, and it does its job, I'm happy. One more. Oh. And obviously, you know, I'm very realistic. I know I have my limitations. And even with those limitations, I'm not gonna let anything stop me. I have a brand new ACL. My meniscus has been repaired. You know, like this year, we're gonna get back to doing pretty much everything that we were doing before. You know, riding bikes, going on hikes, walking the dog, taking her on a mile-long walk every day. You know, these were the things that I was doing every day and every week before I suffered this injury. So I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic to move on to that next phase of life. I'm really looking forward to it. And one of the hardest parts about this recovery process has been what to do with my free time. Because most people would think, let me just sit down and watch movies and play video games all day. But that is just not how I think. That's not how I work. So I've been creating content. I've been making the shorts. I've been making the long format. You know, I've been working with Fabio to figure out what we're doing with this channel. And we have figured it out. What Chub to Fit is here for is to give you at home an example of someone becoming successful. Because I feel like YouTube right now is filled with a bunch of like bald dudes who are trying to tell you, you need to do this, you need to do that. When really, what you really need is to see someone who's giving you a good example. So that's what we're doing. We're giving you a good example. So this is a good example right here. My PT is 45 minutes long. Most other people would go home, ice their knee, and just be done there. This channel is Fabio and I just living, being examples to all the middle schoolers and the high schoolers that are out there in our comment section, because that truthfully is what most of you are. Most of you out there are young men, you're in middle school, you're in high school, and you need a channel like this. Why? Because I needed a channel like this when I was your age. A channel where someone shows this is what it actually looks like to work towards this success. This is what it actually looks like to chase your dreams. Your dreams can be whatever you want them to be. It just so happened to be that mine and Fabio's dream is to have a successful YouTube channel and take care of our families by having a successful YouTube channel. The jobs that I'm working, the side hustles I'm doing, those aren't gonna get me rich. Those are gonna get my bills paid and they're gonna get my debt paid off. What's gonna get me rich is this career path right here. Taking the time to reach out to the people who need it and let them know that if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you will instantly put yourself on a better path to success.